Hello and welcome to Law and Order. It's a police procedural set in Waterdeep, starring some of your favorite Twitter shit posters. This is episode 4. We have a big episode planned. This is the hopefully epic finale of our prologue chapter as our hapless patrol discover this backup plan on the attack against the Moonsphere. But before we do that, thank you to everyone who supported us so far. Thanks to the sheer amount of love and hype that you guys have given us. We're affiliates. Everyone, check out that subscribe button at the bottom. It is a sexy looking subscribe button. Guys, would you smash that subscribe button?
I'm gonna.
Yeah. So, and on that, a big shout out, our very, very first subscriber, God King Rising, also known as Razor Howl on Twitter. Thank you so much. You'll forever have a place in our hearts. Yeah, so it is also on that. It is September, which means now is a great time to get in with your subscriptions. That's, I believe, 20% off.
Yeah.
And that 20% off is covered by Twitch. So you'll still be giving us all the same love, but Twitch will be helping you out with that. So all that money saved goes to you. It's blah, 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 blah. Get some love. All right. Is there anything else I'm missing? I had everything in order, and then everything went to chaos right as we were starting. I believe that's everything. Keegan, as you can see, has got into a fight with a lawnmower and headbutted it to death. He looks pretty good, all things considered. You should have seen the other guy.
I was going to say that.
The other guy won't be mowing any lawns anytime soon.
Was it a lawn mower or was it a lawnmower machine? Like, what was it? A person who mowed lawns, who mowed lawns?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell in the heat of battle, but
Man.
Also, the Legends and Lore podcast, starring our very own Sweeney and Renezuo. They had a very esteemed guest on this week, moi.
Very well spoken.
Really handsome.
And we talked Waterdeep. We talked as much Waterdeep as we could in the space of an hour. And there's probably many more hours worth of conversation to come. So if you want to catch a little bit of extra information about the city of Waterdeep, go check out those guys. When did that episode drop?
Actually, just this morning, yeah.
Okay, so it's just dropped. We'll be sure to include that in a Twitter link somewhere. Keep an eye out on the Twitter feed. And without further ado, shall we get back into it?
I'm ready. I'm ready and raving and rampant. And
Okay, well, previously on Law and Order. Don't sue us, Dick Wolf.
Remember, oh my god, the memories. His name is Dick Wolf. I
hapless,
forever.
Our hapless and unsuspecting City Watch Patrol, thrown together haphazardly for traffic duty, stumbled upon a dastardly plot to blow up Waterdeep's famous Moonsphere, a phenomena of magical energy so powerful it may or may not have blown up the entire southern ward. That primary plot appears to have been foiled in some epic combat by our daring, not adventurers, but City Watch. They have since made their way out into the Dancer's Court, where squad leader Kenzo is currently floating about.
There was a lady with some balls.
There was a lady with balls.
Lady.
Yes.
Hot lady. Gabe was kind of into her.
After an initial attempt to chase a mage who appeared to be in charge of the whole scene, he got away, with use of impressive magic and is currently somewhere over the Waterdeep harbour making distance. And our patrol has since, under the advice of a fellow squad leader, Yalden Saldor, currently investigating the Dancer Sphere for word of a backup plan to similarly destabilize the Moon Sphere or cause some other form of damage. Charise has noticed a woman wearing a very, very powerful magic item around her neck with high destructive magics on it. The rest of the party is thus far unaware of this development. Charise had been made in the final moments of the game, and that is where we left off.
I think wasn't Tenzo moving to where I was?
I was actually about to put the moves onto a woman with a magical black staff.
The
That was
old
just
lady?
the radio, I think.
Apologies, just getting the music started. Yes, there is the Black Staff of Waterdeep, the most powerful mage for pretty much anywhere within 1,000 miles, is also currently in the Moon Sphere. Tenzo had advised her of the situation.
Didn't do that. I just asked her for a favor.
Of course, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I can't tip my hat too early now.
Yeah, God forbid that someone competent knows what's going on.
She could be in on it. We don't know.
Okay, fair. I'll pay that.
That is
okay,
true.
but yeah, I'd walked up to her and I just said, "Hi, my name's Tenzo. I'm with the Watch. Could I ask you for a favor?"
Okay. So, the Black Staff looks at you intensely. A favor. What favor do you... What is happening?
Well, you see, there's a bit of a situation. There's some type of destructive device that my fellow watchmen and I have taken care of. Would you know, or have you seen anyone heard rumors of some type of magic activity? People that may be wanting to destroy the Moon Sphere. I don't know if it's in connection to the Creel or anything like that.
My spies have heard nothing. Force Grey is currently fighting the Creel over on the wall. You think
it could be unrelated? It could be unrelated. They could just be trying to time it up with the appearance of the Creel. He's kind of like clockwork nowadays.
It would make for a suitable distraction, and it is odd that the Creel is active on the night of the full moon, not the new moon. That is a very good point. What did you say your name was? I
turn around, I'm just kind of looking around, and I move in really close, and I go, "We could be being watched. You should probably dance with me to make it look like everything's normal."
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is a good moment.
This has been my plan all along.
Oh, really?
It might work.
This whole thing is actually literally his plan to get a dance with this person.
Oh,
like he's
damn.
the one who put
Holy
together the heist. He's playing both sides just so he can dance with this person.
Well, he's like, damn, that was a roll.
Oh, look, I'm gonna be honest. That's smooth. It's very smooth.
Okay, now sleight of hand check to steal her staff. No, just kidding.
Okay.
No, I
Yeah,
just
good.
I move in for the dancing, and then I start to float upwards, and then we can cut to the other people if you want to.
Okay, sure. Let's. Okay. I just want to quickly check in with Charise, and then we'll get back to the rest of the group.
Gotcha.
I lost line of sight on the person, right?
That's
chick with
correct.
balls.
You did sort of observe her reaction, and you feel pretty confident that you've been made.
Okay, and then she kind of disappeared into the crowd.
That's correct. She disappeared somewhere in amongst the moon markets.
So, would using detect magic allow me to follow up on her because that thing is so powerful? Would it like throw off an aura among the crowd that
It
I could
would.
use?
Remember that the detect magic scroll given to you by Yaldan Taldor is what essentially put this woman on your radar.
Mhm.
So you would need to be within, I believe, about 20 feet of her in order to for that to reappear under the effects of the spell.
All right. I guess I'll kind of head into the market then and kind of take a look around, see if I can find this person again.
Okay. With that, we head back to the rest of the party. So you at this stage have just seen the last glimpses of Charise in her uniform taking off towards the moon sphere. The moon markets. And
Okay.
Yaldan has finished handing out the scrolls. Kenzo, for record, Vajra Safar is the current Blackstaff. This is the woman that you are dancing with.
Oh, she's
Oh,
beautiful.
she cute.
Thanks to Waterdeep Dragon Heist for providing that art.
Is she single?
You don't know. She is a figure of some reform,
Oh.
but upon asking her to dance for, just keeping up appearances, she gives you a look up and down, and you get this sense of like, well played. And you begin to dance. So, Nixie, Gabe, Felia, looking up, you can see Kenzo dancing with what you understand to be one of the most powerful women, magically powerful women in the city. And you see Charise just heading off towards the moon market.
Charisse is heading off towards the place with lots of lights and
Right,
stores and things
Charisse went to
do.
go get snacks. I thought
That
she was
sounds
getting. I thought
She
she was
great
gonna go
time.
get snacks.
She figured me out. Who wants corn dogs?
I'm like so pissed because I'm like hungry. Like I haven't had booze. I got gypped on booze, and now I'm getting gypped on snacks.
I understand. Just understand that at the moment, outside of Kenzo running communication between Charise and the rest of the party, you guys are not in communication range. Charise, you are without backup at the moment.
Am I?
Okay.
So
I say this as a kind DM who's going to become progressively less kind.
kind. Okay. So am I still getting a ping on the person? Like, do I just know he's like very far away now? So I haven't transferred my mark or anything.
You have not transferred your mark. What is the range of the Stalker's mark or / Hunter's mark?
I don't remember. I know that it was based off Hunter's mark, and I know Hunter's mark range to cast it on someone who's
Okay.
90 feet, but I don't know if it exists beyond that.
I'm looking it up now, but you will need to make a note of that.
I've seen Hunter's Mark go a long way.
Like, I think as long as they're in the same plane of existence of me, for the most part, I can track them. But it's just going to be ridiculously hard if they're like millions of miles away.
It's just
What
a
is
general
that?
direction at that point. Then.
What does it look
Yeah.
like? Is an actual physical mark on your?
Yeah,
It's a sense. No, this just says until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any wisdom, perception, or wisdom survival check you make to find it. And that's it. So at this stage, Gabe, any sense you have of that creature is long gone. It's vanished away into the we lost our music. I'll get that fixed up in a moment. You've lost any sense of your quarry at this stage.
Gotcha.
You just have a vague sense that it's off in the direction of the harbor, and it's gaining ground on you, away from you.
All right. So knowing that that's a loss, I'm gonna look up and see Kenzo dancing with the black staff, and I'm be like, 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess
Apologies.
we're
quick beep as the music comes back.
I'm gonna take my sword and behead the person closest to me. I'm just kidding. We're gonna go find. We're gonna go.
What are we
find
actually doing?
I'm gonna go find our cleric friend and see what she's doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna take someone's head off their body.
So all of us see Charise moving towards the markets, look at each other, and then just rush after her, completely blowing her cover. I love it. Just like a gaggle of misfits going towards the food.
Just confirming this. So everyone's just heading over there now.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I'm watching Tens and I'm thinking, please don't dork this up. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but just don't embarrass all of us, okay? Like, but I'm gonna go see what's going on over there. So I'm just kind of like sauntering over there. I'm not really rushing. I'm just kind of like chill.
Felia skips over.
Okay. Yep.
So you're aware. It's like, yeah.
Okay, one moment. As you are heading over there, 1, 2, 3, so that will be Felia. As you're heading into the actual dancer's court proper, out of the corner of your eye, you catch a child who appears to be picking pockets of nobles gathered around the musician's alcove.
Is she doing it well?
She does not appear to be getting caught, no. The child is dressed in very thin, ragged clothing. You get the sense that this child may or may not be homeless.
Okay. I'm going to sort of make a detour over that way. It's distracting, which means I want to know. I'm wandering.
So this child is sort of just sitting around here, like hiding in the shadows of this plant, as Gabe and Nixie keep heading over towards the moon markets.
Felia's gonna just sort of sidle up beside the child and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I'm listening to the music.
Does it sound like the same kind of sound you get when you shake a money bag? Does it sound cool?
It's very pretty.
How about you promise me that you only take things from the people who are mean, okay? Just rich people? Just people who are rude to waiters? Maybe if they don't let someone go through a door in front of them, that's really annoying and really bad, so they don't need their money.
So I can go to the Jade Dancer after this and the rude patrons there?
Yeah. Do you know the Jade Dancer herself? I've just seen her once, so.
No, miss. The Jade Dancer never talks to anyone.
Really? Why not?
I don't know.
There. Okay. Just be careful. Be good. I'm gonna pat her on the head. And then just follow everyone else.
Okay.
This is kind of like what the opposite of the DARE program would have looked like growing up.
If a woman comes up to you with antlers and a deer tail, do not talk to her.
The music starts to take on a jauntier tone now as a bell strikes in the distance and everything started going into full swing now. Okay.
Oh, as you were.
Charise,
Yes.
what you doing? After that, we'll check in on Kenzo, and then we'll get back to the other three. Onarpos is just sort of sauntering after you guys with his hands in his pockets.
All right, where am I now? After I've been walking, because I was over there before. Where am I
Okay,
now?
so you have a range of about 20 feet, which is 4 squares in any direction. So
I
as you make
have a speed of 35 for some reason.
so you want to use all 35 feet, and you're just gonna like move with a purpose straight through the crowd, or what are we doing?
I think what I'm gonna do is, yeah. I think I'm gonna be moving with a purpose. I am not a stealthy individual. I am not a sneak around kind of individual. I am a run someone down and tackle them to the concrete kind of person. So. Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This puts you well and truly at the edge of the moon market. You can see all the various tents and stalls with an L laid out in front of you. Honestly, most of the items that you see laid out are just fairly stock standard, either some adventuring items, some household items. Nothing that you would really be too excited about. You might see something and go, oh, I've been meaning to pick up one of those, but that's about it.
Okay.
Give me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Your currently, the detect magic spell is not registering much of anything at the moment.
Nice roll.
You do, however, catch a glimpse of a tall woman with white flowing robes just moving amongst the crowd somewhere up the back of the moon market here.
Okay.
But at a glance, you can see fairly quickly that she's outside of the range of your spell. Kenzo, currently engaged in sort of a bit of a jig in 3 dimensions with the black staff.
Okay. I would like to try to dance upside down, and I lean in close and I go, people probably can't read our lips like this. I go, do you have any idea? Do you have any what was the name of the was it the Black Bulls? No.
The Bull Elk Tribe.
Yeah. Like we think there might be some connection to the Bull Elk Tribe. Also-
Vajra
also-
looks... Sorry, go on.
Are you seeing anyone? Okay.
I'm gonna need another persuasion check. Vajra looks thoughtful, does a bit of a double take at you, goes back to looking thoughtful. She says, The Bull Elks were folded into the Xanathar Guild some decades ago. Are you saying they're operating independently now?
Yes, but I just rolled an 18 on persuasion, so are you single?
She gives you a bit of a smirk, and she's like, Lady does not tell on the first date.
But it's a date.
Hey, so it's a date. It's a date. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Now I steal her staff and run away. No. All right, you can cut back to the other people.
Okay. Yeah, let's get back to the trio down on the ground. Felia, I guess at this point, has finished discussing matters with a homeless child of pickpocketing nature.
Wait, do we
have
take her
noticed.
home with us? She hasn't got a home. Should we take Nixie?
No, you cannot
Nixie,
take these.
Nixie.
You cannot take them home. You cannot get attached to them. Did you name it? You didn't name it, did you?
No, but we can just call it home.
No,
to
no,
chill.
no,
It's
no,
fine.
no. They'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Are you
They
talking
know
about
how to
taking
steal
a
shit. They're
stray-
okay.
I'm taking a stray kid home.
Yeah, you really shouldn't even touch it, because if you get your smell all over it, the mother won't take it back.
He's right. She's
Really?
right.
Wait.
I don't think I touched it.
They'll push it out of the
that
nest.
lives on the street. This is a good idea, right? He might be closer to the ground than we are. He might be able to observe things we can't. We can send it
Enhanced
out there
interrogation techniques.
You know what?
Exactly.
That's actually not bad.
Let's go grab it, and I'll go with her to find where the
Yes.
kid ran off.
I'm concerned about the use of the word grab. But
Perception
sure.
checks from anybody
borrow
interested in this child. Perception
Okay.
checks.
I'm interested
Well,
in
I'm interested
Yeah.
in borrowing the child.
Oh no, I'm still in the kid.
episode
pretty-
4, child labor.
I'm probably too busy to notice.
Oh, I'm sucking. 11.
9.
We got a whopping 21.
We're so bad. We're like
Okay.
rolling shitty while we're trying to kidnap a kid.
I'm just gonna interrogate it. That's it.
Okay. Nixie, Nixie, and Felia. This child is gone.
I
Gabe,
lost it!
you get the set. You just catch a glimpse of this dirty mop of hair at about waist height, just disappearing down through the crowd, away from the musicians' alcove, sort of heading in the direction of the outdoor bar at the Jade Tavern,
All right.
the Jade Dancer Tavern.
I'm gonna try to make a note of its little filthy little hair.
Okay.
That's what its hair looks like. Just in case I have to look for it again, I know what at least to look for. And I'm like, we should probably meet up with the rest of the group.
You're talking about it like it's a dirty cat. I like it.
I don't know what.
Looks
I
like
don't know
the
what
it
gender
looks
or
like
race it is. It's a
It
little.
looks like the Mulholland Drive bum.
Don't touch it, it's a ghetto cat.
I don't know. It might be a halfling. It might be a little goblin. It might be a little human.
It could be an
I don't know.
adult.
Whatever.
I
Whatever
think she
it
was
is.
human. I think she
It
was
was
human
human.
and a little
Yeah.
girl.
Looked human.
It's
Ah,
a
look,
they're
resource.
so weak though.
It's a resource. So we're gonna come back for it
It's
later.
not a resource.
It's a resource.
Okay,
We'll
well,
go back for it later, I guess.
Ew,
I
I can still smell it. I can smell it on you. You did touch it, didn't you? Did you pat it on the head? You patted it on the head.
Did you
Oh
touch
my
it with your
God.
bare hands? You touched
I
it with
think-
your bare hands.
She wanted
Oh.
comfort. She was stealing things, and she wasn't doing
Do
it
you
right.
know
and she
how
wasn't
hard it
picking
is to get
targets.
homeless human smell off of you,
And you didn't immediately execute it for stealing things? That's our job.
bro?
Charisse!
No.
Charisse, you
She ain't gonna
can,
back you up here.
you can hear your voice being called out from behind you as you see a gaggle of your fellow watch patrol sort of moving through the crowd towards you at some pace.
I'm now jogging. Charisse!
Felia's got the little trotting happening.
All right, I'm gonna go behind her and be like, seriously, I'm not over the thing, and I'm like, don't never touch it with your bare hand, because then
Ever.
it can find where you are. They're crafty like that, man.
And then like others will come. They're like roaches, okay?
They're
Charisse,
gonna be asking for money and stuff. God, damn.
Oh God. Ugh,
So,
little
to
bastard.
be clear, Charisse, you're not attempting to really hide your presence at all?
No.
Okay.
of course not. I can see her. She's not listening to me.
So you said the person was up a little north there. Can I go straight line north
Yes.
up to where that wall is, and I'm going to go up the wall.
As in this way?
No, as in up the wall with my Dampier climb speed.
Vertical.
Oh,
Oh, you got
okay.
level
So
one. That's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
you can move 10 feet up the wall, which would get you just shy of the lower eaves.
I'm just trying to get like a seeing down on the crowd instead of trying to see through the crowd. 'cause
Okay,
that's not
so-
working out for me.
You hear a few gasps of shock, a little bit of terror, as a member of the City Watch just starts Spider-Manning up the side of the wall, looking down like, not quite, but, they're expecting that at any moment. So, like,
Question, Charisse, have you told us what your race is? Like the watch?
I don't. It might have come up, but probably not.
It just came up. It just came up.
It did.
it really just came up.
Oh, that explains.
And there was that thing in that first fight we were in, or whatever, that one fight where I just like sucked the life out of the one guy.
I get it now.
So at this stage,
No,
for
in
you four, the
hindsight-
penny has seriously dropped.
Oh, I think she's like part spider or something.
They let anybody
Yeah.
join the watch nowadays, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, can I please have
Yeah.
a perception check from you, Charisse? Make it with advantage because you do have a much better viewpoint.
Okay. So roll once and then roll twice.
Or right-click on perception, and a little
Oh.
pop-up menu will happen, and you'll get the advantage option.
All right. The better roll was 14.
14. Okay. Unfortunately, there are a few, like the tents are obscuring your view in some places. In some ways, you've sort of switched out one handicap for another.
Mm-hmm.
You still got a better view here, but there are more hiding spots that you hadn't considered, and thus far, you don't see the woman you saw previously. Let's just check in with Tenzo.
Okay.
You got a couple of rounds worth of conversation or action here.
Okay. Is it slow music yet? Like, is it?
No, it's the slow music comes later in the night. This is still very much a party scene.
Okay. Well, I ask, have you seen any suspicious activity just in the vicinity here? We think there might be more magical miscreants afoot.
I have not, but... Excuse me, I should probably go speak to a few people here that might be able to help.
All right,
It's been a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, I take a card out of my pocket and I stick it in the corner, or like in between some pages on in her spell book, and I say, you'll be able to find me later with that.
Good to know. Have
And it
a
probably
pleasant
just
evening
goes-
and be safe.
All right. Okay, bye.
she sort of
I turn around
dances
and
her way.
awkwardly walk away.
Yep. She dances her way sort of down through the sphere and down towards where Yalden is, and sort of disappears into the crowd. What are we doing now?
I'm just kind of like fist bumping my way through the crowd, just kind of pushing my way through to get to the rest of the squad.
Okay, so that could get you 1, 2. We'll say you're moving diagonal. 3, 4, 5, and about 6.
All right,
All
so
of
yeah,
you?
I'm just with Nixie there.
Okay.
What
so
are
at
you
this point,
smiling about?
No, nothing. I just made a new friend. She could be a girl. I don't know.
Is she real or imaginary?
Do you not know if she's
It's hard to tell. I'm not on my medication at the moment.
She's imaginary again.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense.
He was dancing with someone over there. I saw it. I don't think he's imaginary.
Okay, because I was really worried that she wasn't.
So Tenzo, at this point, looking out over the moon market, you can see your second in command, your squad, Amar, currently hanging from the side, from a wall, hands and feet on the wall, looking down over the market, as everyone else is standing there, sort of discussing your love life and sort of coming to terms with, oh, this makes sense.
Did she put herself there?
I don't know. I'm
Yes.
gonna call and see what she's doing. Hey,
I'm gonna say that you would know that Charise is a Dampier because you would have some files on everyone who was put under your command.
Yeah.
You might not have had time to read them very well, but they'd be like, "Yeah, that one, and that one. Yes, we're giving you the satyr and the half vampire.
I'm a flashback. This seems like some sort of punishment, but
Why are you up there? I'm gonna keep yelling. I'm gonna walk over there to her. Why are you scaling the wall? What's going on? What's up with the wall?
Kiss me, bitch! I'm Spider-Man.
I love her so much more now. I never knew how much I loved her until right now. Holy shit!
Are you you mind coming down here?
I'm trying to find someone. I'm
Let her be. Let her be.
Oh, she's on a quest for love.
I'm really good at finding people. If you describe them to me, I could probably help you find them pretty quickly.
Did he actually see her earlier? I remember him saying something, like kind of getting all like,
He got hot under the
Okay,
collar.
so that was somewhat out of character.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
What Charisse saw, and Gabe didn't know anything, but Sweeney's like, I can save her. I can save her. I can change her, man.
I can change her, man. She's not that bad once you get to know her. I mean,
God.
look at her face. That bad.
Oh, homegirl domestic violence.
Oh damn.
You're a weirdo, bro.
Oh, you're like girls punch you in the face, bro.
Bruh.
Step on me, mommy.
Oh my god.
That video was
Which one of
free
you
in my
just
head.
got DMD inspiration?
De-inspiration.
I don't know. One of them.
Step up.
That was definitely Ren.
So, just to be clear, at this point, we're shouting this entire conversation across the moon market and the crowds.
No, we're very yes.
One would.
yes.
As
No.
one would.
you?
We have no shame. No shame.
The part that I have shouted is I'm looking for someone, and then I'm doing the thing, and like pointing down and like being like over here.
And I'm gonna be like describe. I'm gonna get a little closer. I'm gonna walk up beside her, but like she's on the wall, so I'm gonna be like down below the wall. I'm like, describe what they look like to me. Like I'm really good. I got good eyes.
Okay, as you're doing that, just before we do that, everyone else, are you following? You were trying to keep the movement as fluid as possible.
I'm following.
Following.
I'm staying. I think me and Orno will stay right where we are.
Okay, so Onarpos sort of sees you staying there and is like, and then just leans against this with a bit of a, we'll get some gabagool after this, yeah?
Yeah, of course. And then I throw a paper airplane to Charise.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm misunderstanding what she's saying. And I'm just like, what's your type? If you're looking for someone, what's your type? And that's
Okay. So you hear Tenzo's voice in your head saying exactly that. Is Charisse
That
face
is-
farming in reality?
Yes. Totally not what I meant. I'm. How much do you weigh, Sween?
My character, I'm giving him like a buck 50.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, just hop on and I'll carry you up.
Wait, excuse me.
Yeah, come on.
You're gonna
Bruh.
what? You're gonna wait. Look, I have
You
no
don't-
problem with this is weird though. Like I don't really.
What, you're
Okay,
too proud? You're too proud all of a sudden, Mister? Like nimbly bimbly jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Now can't climb up a wall.
Is
I
it because
can't-
she's the dampier?
Yeah,
It's not.
I think it is.
No. Wait, guys. Wait, whoa.
Then what is it?
Everybody's
What
a little
is
something
it?
else, Felia's a goat. I'm pretty sure, right?
That's
No.
you can't use that word. That's
He's
their
gonna
word.
double
I
down.
can't
He's
say-
doubling down.
I can't say goat.
Did you
No.
just use that with the hard T?
That is their word.
Wait,
That is
goat?
their word.
Bruh.
I've eaten that animal before. Is it somebody's word? I'm not
You can't say that. I look at
Oh my God.
What?
I look at Ornapus
Just
and I go,
Gabe,
there's something
Gabe,
bad
just stop
going on over
talking.
there.
Gabe,
What's
just
happening? I'm just gonna really politely climb on her back and just up and away, Webb. And we're just gonna go on.
Fly.
Hey, go Webb.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna get up to the roof with him like piggybacking on me like a little baby koala, and we'll pop on up there. And as we're going, I'll describe to him who we're looking for.
Okay.
Because if he sees her, we'll be able to track her much better than if I see her.
Onarpos, by the way, who rolled an incredibly high intelligence check, looks over to you, Kenzo, and says, you wait here. I'm gonna head down, and he points at this corner where the where this plant box is, because you just see him looking around, like he's still looking at all the people around him. You can still get that sense, like he's got a few bits of ashes from the scroll that he read on his fingertips, and he's like, we should split up a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like split the difference between my current location and I guess that's Nixie. They're kind of out there in that.
So you're forming almost like a drag net across here.
Yep.
Onarpos again, just hands in pockets, just saunters over, leans up against, I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen, leans up against this marble barrier and just sort of leans back, looking around, disinterested at everything. You can see his eyes just, you're like, yeah, that's my dude right there.
Yep.
Nixie, as you're watching this go down, watching Gabe having dug himself into a very deep hole of social
He's
awkwardness.
baby koala right now. I'm loving it.
Can we not say goat now? Was that a thing? Like what?
You see,
It was
How
more
could
the
you not know
cannibalization.
that?
It was
My
more the
little,
cannibalization of
boy.
mankind.
Said it again. He said it again.
you see a guy, you see like a rich noble. Again, most of the nobles in Waterdeep are human. It's like a very old city and a predominantly human establishment, historically speaking. Comes sidling up this way, looks up and down at Felia, like double checks his glass full of what's probably ale, and then locks eyes on you. It's you. I love you.
What the?
Why? I
Bruh.
thought I'd never see you again. You've never seen this man before in
Who?
his life.
I'm
You
just
have
like-
never seen this man before in his life.
Who's he pointing to?
Walking up to you with his arms out.
Can I help you?
You were, I would marry you.
No.
Oh,
I think
I
you need.
love you.
Oh my God! Back up, sir. Back up. Please don't touch me. Oh my God! You smell like. Oh. Are you like? Oh, vomit! What the hell is wrong with you? Don't. What?
Are you
Who?
lost, sir?
Why is it
Hey.
always the drunk guys? Why? Why?
Because the dice landed on an odd number and not an even number, then it would have been a drunk woman.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
Where have
he
you?
doesn't seem to actually be hearing anything you're saying at this point. He's just like dodging and weaving through people with an alarming amount of, like, he should be falling over, but he's not. I'll be right there, my love. I'm
Can I
coming
pull out
for you.
I'm about to pull out a weapon because
Okay.
what the hell?
Okay.
Felia sees Nixie moving for a weapon, and she casts Ray of Frost on the ground in front of the dude to
I'm
turn
just
it
like
into ice.
I'm reaching for my hand bow. Like I don't like
Nick-
this.
Nixie's going for the Nixie's going for the crossbow holster. As she whips it out, Felia's like on the ground. This guy just feet up in the air, ass over tit. He takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage as his head hits the ground.
Oh hell yeah!
And a few people is like, idiot, and go back to their shopping.
He's not like bleeding everywhere. Is he? He's
Bleeding
like,
on the ice.
He's like intact, right?
Like how hard did his head bounce off the ground? Like was it a little bump or was it like a full blown Gwen Stacy just?
It was
Crunch.
It was borderline Gwen Stacy. Someone's probably going to want to go find that cleric of Saloon.
I'm kind of
If only
looking
we
up
had a
and
cleric.
I'm kind of like looking up and down him as he's on the ground, like kind of close. Like
Nixie,
that's
we
some
should
awfully
go.
cheap booze for some bougie clothes.
Robin.
Yeah, he's like upper middle class.
Robin.
And yeah, he's
Bougie clothes, cheap
Robin.
booze.
yeah, he's
Robin.
smashed. Like
Smelly mess, nobody likes you.
So does he have like jewelry on visible? Like does he
Ooh,
look rich?
yeah.
Or...
Take everything.
Yeah.
he, like what you saw, he looked pretty decked out. What you
I'm
see
already
now
going for
is
his
a bunch of people leaning over him.
Oh, damn.
Take
it.
We gotta go.
that's
We
not
gotta
nailed
go.
down.
We gotta go.
Take your skin.
It's okay. We're watchmen. Move out of the way. Everybody, step aside.
Save him from the mugging so he's indebted to you.
But then by the time everybody stepped aside,
He's naked because they took everything from him.
Can I? Okay, for everyone who's not currently involved in this fracas, can I get perception checks, please? So
Robin.
all of the gents, including you, Ren, even though Charisse is not one of the gents.
All right.
I had an 18.
22.
I'm really feeling it right now, guys. I don't know. Feel like this might be something special.
shit.
One sec. Let me go to the right screen. I'm looking at the right screen. My apologies. everyone.
Waterdeep radio is pretty good tonight.
I know.
Yeah, it is. It's hopping.
It's a vibe.
He's slapping,
Some
dabbing.
bops.
Yeah.
Bops.
All right, where are we at, Gabe?
Perception.
20. Was that 20? Oh, no, that's
10.
21 minutes ago. Okay, 10.
And
Charisse and Kenzo. We'll start with Kenzo. You catch a glimpse of someone sort of sidling along the bottom of this building here. That has a sort of assertiveness to them. But you don't actually know who you're looking for. Charisse hasn't mentioned that to you yet. Charisse, you see the woman in the white dress just weaving her way slowly through the crowd here. She's moving with the crowd. She's basically blending in really well. If you weren't looking for her specifically, she wouldn't stand out to you.
Do we still have the message spell active?
That
It's,
realistically depends on Kenzo.
It's like a walkie-talkie essentially.
But
Yeah, that's
Kenzo
what I
has to
was-
hit the button first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
So I'm going to first. I'm going to point her out to my baby koala here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still feeling it,
My. I'll put you down once we get up there, but for now, you're my little baby boy.
By now, I
And,
would say you are both on the rooftop. Enough time has passed that you will both be sort of perched on the edge of the roof.
I'll point her out to him, and then I'll do it like the most high-pitched whistle I can muster to try and get Tenzo's attention,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of have it like pointed out as best I can.
Okay, so Tenzo, you catch that whistle from Charisse, and you see Charisse looking. You see Charisse pointing down at the direction here, and Charisse is actually pointing at this furtive-looking woman moving along the base here. Now, as that happens, she hears the whistle, looks up at Charisse, looks over at Tenzo, and makes a break for it.
Okay.
Everybody roll initiative. We're not technically in combat yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, I reached for my dice.
12. I'm rolling really not that good right now. 6. Awesome.
Oh, not as bad as me.
You guys are doing pretty
15.
bad. Okay, Nixie did
I
good.
rolled a fucking 1.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh,
Twinsies.
oh my god.
If she
Bruh.
just has a decent roll, we can't get her. We're just gonna have to lose. The game's gonna stop. We're never gonna get to the second stage because she leaves and the world ends.
That blue dice you're using on the thing is really awesome. I love that color.
It was September's subscriber perk for D&D Beyond.
It's
Dude,
pretty
it's not
sweet.
biased to say that, but we're affiliates now, and we're kind of a big deal. Give us
Yeah.
a call.
Hell
They're
yeah.
cool. They make cool
Same
sounds
with
when you
the,
roll them. They're not clanky. It sounds like they're made out of rubber or something. It's cool.
Oh. Yeah, mine's got that little metallic ting when it rolls.
I'm not jealous. I don't care about
Not at all.
Nixie, what's your dexterity? Sorry, not Nixie. Felia and Charisse, what are your dexterities?
I'm the score or the bonus.
Just give me the score.
Okay, the score. That is a very good question.
I'm +3, 16.
Yeah, why is my... Oh, I'm +3 at 17. Sorry.
Okay, so Charisse, you will be going before Felia, but after everyone else.
Okay.
Kicking off the initiative order is our mystery woman, who makes a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as this happens, quick. Yep, that'll pass. This member of the town watch sees this again. Also sees the whistle. Looks at Tenzo, looks back, sees the point, sees the woman break in, and just brings his club around in an arcing motion.
Hit her, yeah, hit her.
Get
Hit her,
fucked.
yeah, hit her, yeah, do it. Yeah, I like to watch. Yeah, do it.
Queen, you're scaring me, buddy.
Yeah, do it.
It's been waiting for this.
Do it.
Been playing good characters for too long.
Do it.
Okay, one moment. I forgot to load up the relevant stats for NPCs.
She's dead now. That's the rules. She's just
No,
dead.
that will be a natural hit, and that will be 4 points of bludgeoning damage as she goes to duck under it, and he just coat hangers, like gets a glancing blow off the top of the head.
Yeah.
Hey, gotcha, bitch.
Nice.
Yeah, hit her again. Hit her one more again.
Get you with my pimp cane.
She continues her run and goes to dash over goes to vault over here as Onarpos sees her coming and steps out hidden from behind the plant. So he's going to be attacking with initiative.
Clothesline.
Absolutely going to be hitting there. And he's going to have the butt of his club. So that's going to be
I was running into
that's going to be 8 points of damage.
Oh man, just fucking clubs her into the shadow realm with that one.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
dead before we even talk to her.
her speech pattern is gonna be different.
Taking that hit, she gets to about here, and she comes over here, stumbles, drops to the ground, and gets back up. That's going to end her movement, so that's going to end her turn. As she begins reaching up towards her neck and the necklace around it.
Oh, the balls. She's gonna
Next
touch
off
the
the bat
balls.
is Nixie.
It's probably a necklace of fireballs, which is not good.
Yeah, that's what I think it is, but
It's
let's
all
Gabe?
balls to me.
Gabe, you will be after Nixie.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's like we saved the city, but the entire court is burned to the ground. It's
A good day's work.
Everyone is
get it,
I'm
guys.
kind of looking around the corner, just because it kind of caught my eye. You know, balls, homegirl.
Yep.
And I see, and I'm trying to get Tenzo's attention. Like, hey, like, what's going on over there? Like, I can't see anything. What's happening? So I'm badly trying to like signal to him because I don't want to be loud because it's just like I don't want to draw attention to it. So
Give
trying
me
to get
a
Tenzo's attention.
straight wisdom check. So on your character sheet where you've got plus or minus something to your wisdom, just click
Uh-huh.
on that.
Okay, it's 12. You want me to?
Actually, no, give me an insight check.
Oh, where is that?
Insight
in-
is partially your ability.
Oh, there
That's
we go.
under your skills. Apologies, I keep
mean to
making
roll
the
it?
screen go black. Sorry to the sorry to the stream.
I just rolled
Insight.
it.
15. Okay. Look, you hear Charisse whistle. Look down at Tenzo. From pointing to Tenzo, points across the moon market. Someone goes dashing past. You see the streak of white. You hear a clubbing sound here. You see a woman dash over there. You hear another clubbing sound as Onarpos just is like, fucking bang! At this stage, you got a pretty good idea what's going on. Just saying,
Okay.
you know?
I kind of need to get a little bit closer just in
Mhm.
case there's trouble. I hear clubbing and I'm pretty sure that he's okay, but we
Yeah.
need to make sure our boy's all right. So like how many can I move up?
You could
this
move about 7 squares. So, including diagonals, you would go maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's probably so I can peek around that corner, keep an eye on our boy, see what's going
So
on.
these, by the way, these are waist-high marble barriers. They're there more
Okay.
as much for decoration as to delineate the proper moonsphere dancing plaza from the rest of the dancers' court. So they're not
Okay.
walls. You could crouch behind them for cover, but you can definitely shoot over them.
Well, now that I see that, you know, how it's gone down, I'm like, Orny, are you all right? What's going on there, buddy?
Orny just looks over and with all of the brilliance of a well-placed meme goes, "Shoot her! Shoot her!"
Wait. Who's her? Who is she?
Pointing down at the woman who's getting up from the ground, reaching for the necklace. Like, Onarpos is looking down, and with his sense magic, what you don't see, what he's seeing is this brilliant, glowing red-orange
shit.
from around her neck.
Yeah, it's like she just opened up a bomb vest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Like, you don't see that. You can see, like, vague glowing bits around you from your own scroll of, like, someone's wearing a ring of warmth, or someone's, like, just had a healing spell or drunk a potion, and you're like, okay, just the usual really low-level magic. Onarpos is standing there like a fucking grenade just being dropped at his feet.
This is terroristic.
Onarpos
I'm
is going to get
I'm
crippled in the
slightly
game,
panicked.
guys.
I don't necessarily want to shoot her because I'm a little freaked out.
I turn
Okay.
around and I look at her and say, "That's an order."
Oh shit. Okay. Well, do I shoot to kill? Or am I injuring her?
We're running out of time here, by the way. This is all got to be happening in
Okay,
6
I'm
seconds.
gonna go ahead and take my longbow, and I am going to aim below the waist.
Oh,
And I'm
Nice.
just gonna shoot. So
Nixie forgoing her usual throat shot.
19.
19 absolutely hits. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Plus that sneak attack if someone's within range.
9.
9
what's it?
points of damage. Okay.
It's with a sneak.
There's
Your
only-
arrow
it's
sinks
level 8.
deep into her lower belly, and she staggers. Her hands actually drop from her neck in response, and you can see blood like oozing thickly out from the arrow wound. The blood is black.
Ooh,
Like,
I ain't never seen
you've
that
hit the
before.
intestines, dude. Like, that's
bruh.
that's not like Ica black. That is contaminated blood black.
That's bad blood. Bad blood black. Regular
Baby,
blood.
now we got bad blood.
Regular blood red. That's bad blood.
Oh yeah, that's not a clean artery shot. That's hit the stomach, hit the gut, the intestines. As we zoom back out, Gabe, we get to you. You've got a relatively clear shot as she's down on the ground. She's probably got half cover, but you can see straight over the moon market, over the crowds. You can see Onarpos's red hair sticking out from under his helmet. He's got his hood thrown back. You can see Nixie just let loose her arrow straight down through, like just Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, through the trees, but the trees are people lodging straight in her, and you're like, okay, it seems pretty clear to you at this stage, shit is going down.
I'm going to load my crossbow, and then with a smile on my face, I'm gonna aim for her. Would I get a clean shot, or does she have cover for my hit?
She has half cover, so that's going to be +3
2.
to her armor class.
3.
I think it's +3 and +5 for half and full cover.
All right, I'm gonna let out a nice little grin and be like, the small things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take
All
a
right.
shot.
Roll your attack.
Non-lethally though, I'm gonna shoot for like the leg or something. I don't want to gut punch her like Nixie did, you know, and make her not be a hero more. Just
I didn't mean to do that much internal damage.
I feel bad that the one person who actually knows what's going on to the full extent is Donavan, who's not here.
Life happens.
I got a nice 21
Life.
to hit.
21 to hit. I don't think I even need to look up how much extra AC she got from cover. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, something good. Ooh, a nice 12 damage.
Just gotta be
Non-lethal,
Damn,
like shoot her in the foot. So she gets stuck where she is.
12 damage a foot.
Oh.
Foot's no more good.
So that sinks in, because she's behind cover, that actually sinks square into her shoulder. So as she's trying to reach back up for the necklace, bam! And her arm just gets thrown backwards. There's a little bit of splintering, some bone coming off, and her arm is just like hanging limply by her side. How much damage was that, by the way?
12.
12.
Oh.
Her eyes are starting to roll back, and as she's trying to get up, you can see that the last of her strength is leaving her. This brings us to Onarpos.
Oh wait, before I end my turn, I want to run and jump to the canopy that's in front of me.
Badass.
Okay.
From like
Stunting.
10 to 10 to
Hey.
get there.
Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Knowing me, this is gonna be bad. No, it's not.
Oh,
It's 24.
Oh, damn.
okay. You're looking down at this tent, and you're like, I don't like the construction of that one. You run further down. This one's got like solid canvas, solid frames. You just jump straight down, throw your body weight out. It almost looks like a belly flop, but you manage to like bounce up off it, land back down on the ground, start off at a run. Everyone who saw that, it was fucking impressive. It was a 24 fucking impressive.
Yay.
I'm pretty
just-
cool.
You
He sort of
rolling this week,
bounces off
boy.
the tent, lands down almost like a superhero stance in front of you, Felia.
What's up, dude?
That was amazing. I want to be able
I
to
was
do
there.
I was there.
Okay. I would say after that, you still have about 15 feet of movement if you want to keep moving.
I'm gonna try to get over. Yeah, I'm gonna move as close as I can to the guard that conquer one.
Okay, so on an acrobatics of 24, I'm gonna say like you bounce off, land, and you just straight parkour across the benches. 1, 2, and that gets you to about here. We'll give you an extra 5 feet on me. As Gabe just starts parkouring and rolling over the benches under these tents, switching around people. Enjoy the moment. You've had one. This brings us to Onarpos, who, looking down at this woman on death's door, just bellows, throws his arms up, and just leaps down on her. This is going to be an opposing strength check. Onarpos is going to get advantage because this woman is seriously fucked up. One of her arms doesn't work.
Oh,
So
and that's a nat 20 from Onarpos.
let's
Ooh.
go.
Oh,
Donnie
Onarpos
Johnson.
comes down, bear hugs her, grabs a good arm, grabs her shoulder, spins her around, pulls her up, and lands her wrist right up behind her shoulder blade. She screams in agony, her one arm just flopping uselessly by her side, as he then hauls her up off her feet and starts running her up towards the rest of you away from the moon sphere. Onarpos grabs her, gets her into that lock with her wrist up behind her shoulder blade. She's screaming, and he just frog marches her out of the moon sphere. As you're looking at this happening, Kenzo, you look up and see Vajra looking back down at all of you, giving you a solid nod of approval. You're in, son. Onarpos looks over, walking behind the operative, It looks over at you, Tenzo, with a like, when do I stop, boss?
I run up to meet them, like halfway from where he is, to
Mhm.
rip the necklace off of her. Because
Okay.
I don't think I ever ended my detect magic scroll.
No, as soon as he gets within range, Nixie as well, as he starts frog marching her towards you, just bull rushing her out of the court, you see this gentle glow around her neck from about 20, 21 feet away. And the closer she gets to you, it lights up until like everything from here to here is just glowing violently red, orange, pulsating. And you start to realize this is probably what Onarpos was losing his shit about.
Yeah, so I run up and I rip that off of her neck. Do I need to make a check for that, or?
Yeah, look, just give me a sleight of hand check. It's a low DC, but if you're just like violently ripping a volatile magical item from her neck.
I'm not gonna be there then.
Oh,
Let's stay back
19.
a little bit. Okay.
19, that's fine. You like both hands around the back, pull, grabbing both and keeping a hold of both ends. Grab that, tuck it into your pouch.
Yep.
It's neutralized.
And I look at Onarpos and I do I still have the ability to like make a cantrip spell?
Yeah, of course. We're out of initiative at this stage.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna throw a message to Yalden.
Mm-hmm.
Say, come to opposite side of Moonsphere, and then I look up at the Black Staff. How do you say her name?
Vajra.
Vajra, and I just
believe.
give her a wink.
Okay. Give me another perception check. I'm curious to see where this is going.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay. She's like, you can see her like try to keep a straight face. She gives a little bit of a giggle, but she starts floating down towards the group. You hear Yalden come back like, I'm on my way. Get her away from the people. We will question her.
All right, so I turn to Onarpos and I say, pull her back there to that alley.
Okay.
You
Onarpos.
know the one. You know the one.
Yep. Onarpos sees the alley up ahead of him. He's like, on it, and starts frog like just again. She's barely keeping up with her legs moving as you guys follow.
Yeah, I would follow as well. Felia as well.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone at this point is.
Yeah.
I'm feeling my parkour high. I'm gonna try to leap over. I'm gonna jump off over the banister, then jump back over again, and follow everybody.
I missed some of that, but I'm going to assume it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump back and forth and try to keep my like.
Gabe's like, I'm on a roll, guys. Starts like fucking through all the.
Like the ADHD kid who ate too much sugar.
And then again, you see them disappearing around the corner. At this stage now, everyone's just sort of gathered around. Whoops.
Did Charise get down from the building? No problem. I guess you can climb pretty easy.
Charise just like walks straight down the wall.
Badass.
Soon she could do stuff like that, which is crazy.
Yalden is the last to approach, and
Isn't like Black Rod supposed to be there or something like that?
Vajra's on her way down, but you know
Black Rod, like that.
she doesn't have a token at this stage because I don't know where the legalities are on making a Vajra token. I definitely can't use the art from the book, but Vajra appears as well, roughly about the same time Yalden does.
Okay.
This woman is just gasping with pain for air. She looks up with pure hatred in her eyes.
I'm gonna kneel. I'm gonna go into a spot and look at her and be like, "You were clearly trying to do something ridiculous. You better start talking for things to get really bad for you."
The woman glares up at you defiantly, speaking only 3 words. For the master. She leers horribly at you all as blood begins to dribble from her mouth, oozed from her ears, and drip from her eyes. She turns
Spare
her
the
bloody
dying.
eyes to the sky. Oh, okay.
What'd you
What
do?
does Spare the Dying do?
Spare the dying. I touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
Okay. One moment. What the fuck? Okay. She turns her eyes to the sky and screeches, and just as she falls over backwards, she lands on the ground, and you can see confusion set in on her face.
I'm going to lean over her and I'm going to be like, we were having a conversation. That was incredibly rude. My friend here was trying to ask you some questions. Now, if you attempt to do that again, we can go back and forth, bringing you to the brink of death and then me pulling you back. But is that something you really want to do? Or would you just prefer to answer my friend's questions?
Did you just try to kill yourself? She just tried to kill herself? She tried to what? She just do that?
Yeah.
People can do that? People can just like stop being alive on will? Can that happen? Can you guys do that?
She probably had something in her mouth, like a cyanide thing
Well,
or something.
Yeah, that sounds like makes more sense.
Ask your questions. Ask your questions.
Who was that man that turned into a fly that got out of here?
I do not know.
Insight check.
Yep, insight check.
Better not be lying to me. I don't got time for games. A 12.
Best you can tell, she's telling you the truth. She
Well-
says, I don't know anything other than what I was supposed to do.
And you were the backup plan, I guess.
She has a distinct Rashami accent, which is sort of a
Oh yes, of course.
like a northern, think like Siberia, Russia sort of region.
What did you have around your neck?
Death.
All right. Well, it wasn't literally death. What was the thing called? What is that? And I'm gonna turn to Tenzo and be like, what did she have on her neck?
Where did she get her orders from?
I pull out my paintbrush, and I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion, and I'm going to paint the image of what we saw upstairs. I'm gonna create just a holographic version.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously not spinning like it was because my illusion.
Yeah, it's a static image. Yeah.
And I point at it and I say, "What is that?"
She looks at it and she looks kind of impressed. She's like, a marvel. What's interesting is you note her accent is sort of changing from time to time. Like there's just little inclinations and intonations of various accents, dialects. As she, there's just a little bit of Kalamshite in there now.
She's a human, right?
Appears to be.
I have a question. What kind of master is so important that you would blow yourself up for them? Who is he?
The Great One. He is master.
Does the Great One have a name?
I do not know. He is only master. Gabe, you get the feeling she's lying her ass off.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk over to her, and where her arm is really, really in pain, I'm going to give a solid grab and a thumb inside of the wound.
Okay, one moment.
Don't want to kill her, want to hurt her some.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
So, I play like a druidic necromancer in my other campaign, and I did the spare the dying interrogation route. And the way we played it is every time you bring someone back, they get less and less coherent and more undead. Like,
Oh, there are rules for letting someone use death like a revolving door. Kalimvor only has so much patience.
Yes. That is actually a quote from a freaking adventure in Baldur's Gate 2.
Well, I mean, that all comes down to whether or not she actually has a faith, because if she's worshiping just some random punk and not an actual deity, she goes on the Wall of Souls, and Kalimvor don't give a shit.
Kalimvor wants her in the wall, and if she keeps showing up in full step and then taking off again, somebody's going to be like, bitch is going in my wall.
Trying to put this brick into a wall, and someone keeps just removing it. Like, what the fuck?
All in all, I want this bitch as a brick in my wall.
For all of the fans out there that don't know Kalimvor is the god of death in Faerun, and
he is a neutral god. He's not like he's very much old school Hades. He's not cool. An evil person. He's just processing the souls, man. He just wants order.
His job.
Yeah. So the previous god of death was all like, oh, death, murder, ha. This guy's just like, yeah, it's a part of life, man. You know, we just got to make sure it gets done right. So, next questions. Felia, you had a question, or did you already ask that?
My question was, who is this master? But you said somebody knew she was lying.
Yes, roll insight if you wish. If you also want to, everyone can roll insight at this stage if you want to be up on how much truth you're getting and how much bullshit you're getting.
19.
She is lying her ass off. Gabe?
8 and 10.
17.
Gabe, look, you're up close, jamming that thumb in, and as she's writhing around, she got some interesting curves, brother. Kenzo, she got some interesting curves, brother. Everyone else, yeah, she's lying.
Hey, Gabe, just squeeze a little bit harder. I think she needs to remember something.
Look, where are you from? Where is she from? Where are you from?
She looks
Tell
up
us where you're from.
It's time she gets more of a Western Heartlands accent. Like, darling, I'm from everywhere, and I'm from nowhere.
The hell does that mean?
Screams. For the master. More blood starts dripping out.
What?
Of all the orifices. You see blood start oozing out of her stomach and her shoulder. Like, you're getting your thumb is starting to feel soaked from being in her shoulder, Gabe.
Does she still have a magic aura coming off of her?
No. Kenzo's pocket looks like it's about to explode any second. There's just that glowing presence. At this stage, you've easily got another 5-10 minutes left on that spell. Actually, it lasts 10 minutes, so you've probably got a couple of minutes left on that spell.
So she's switching between all these accents pretty quickly.
It seems to be quite natural for her.
Does it look like she's doing it to throw us off or impress us, or does it look like someone's flipping the channel on a TV?
Give me another insight check for this specifically.
All right.
Can I speak to her in Elvish?
I have a 25.
She's just trying to make things as difficult as possible for you.
Okay. Weird. Alright. I wish there was something I could do to actually heal her, but I'm tapped on actual spells. I'm basically sitting on just cantrips right now. So
Yolden leans over to Vajra. Vajra nods. You see Vajra just sort of put a couple of 3 fingers to her temple, and then looks over at Yolden and nods back.
What are you saying? What was that?
Oh, help is on the way. We are bringing the cleric of Saloon. Let us hope no one takes a leap for the moon sphere in the next few minutes, yeah?
Is he lying? Can I check?
What's his name? What's his name?
Oh no, he's legit. He's on the level.
What's the name of the guy I met in the house? This would be the perfect time to be watching stuff, and I'm gonna take my finger out of her wound. I'm gonna wipe it against my pants and be like, oh, man. I'm gonna go look over by the edge to see if anyone jumps.
Okay, so Gabe's just sort of sidling down to the corner at that mention of the moon sphere, like, okay.
Somebody jumps. At least one person. Someone else can like hurt her or whatever now.
Someone does actually jump, and fails miserably. Hear this? Yeah! And
shit, yo, y'all see that? Did you see that? Did you see that?
No, what happened?
Vajra, like, hears that, goes, she's going to be a few more minutes.
Dude, the way his head bounced off the floor, dude. He like pretty much, he hit the ground so hard he stood up and he fell back down again.
What?
It was wild, dude. That guy's dead. That guy's gone, bro.
I want to see.
I look around at everybody like, well, you guys got this?
Yeah. You can go. Where do you gotta be? Are you leaving?
I gotta start filling out reports. This paperwork ain't gonna do itself.
Mr. Slightly higher position over here. Fill out paperwork. Look at you. Too good to watch people fall to their deaths with us. You're gonna go fill out paperwork.
I know. Ew.
What are we
in charge?
What are
So,
we
yeah,
gonna
I'm just
do
gonna-
with her?
Incarcerated.
We should probably
guess.
take her to the precinct.
But she's just gonna kill herself.
Yalden says, oh.
She's bleeding everywhere.
I'll put in a request to make sure she's under guard all times, kind of thing.
Can I have her? Can I have her ball necklace?
No.
This has to go into lockup.
Has. Oh.
Before we get out,
All these technical terms.
Okay, at this point, hearing this discussion, you hear her muttering quietly, and she just manages to get for the master. And then again, all the blood starts flowing more freely from her eyes, her nose, her ears, oozing rhythmically out of her shoulder and out.
I turn, I was like, geez, lady, how much blood do you have? You're not dying. I don't know what
she's running out of it, and she's dying.
Seasonal allergies are a bitch.
She's dying currently.
Felia crouches down next to her and is like, if you give us one answer, I'll kill you. And you don't have to sit here bleeding out endlessly, fucking up this tribute to your master and looking like a clown.
Charise, are you stepping in with Spare the Dying again? Is that a leveled spell or a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. Roll a religion check.
Yeah, I mean, this is starting to get into unethical territory.
Well,
it's an ethics.
I mean, the way she keeps repeating it makes you think that this isn't like a cyanide pill or some sort of false tooth. Like, there's something going on here that you and Joaquin are up against her and something else. And these gods are sitting down having a very serious conversation about what's going on here. Joaquin, for the time being, appears to be winning.
Okay.
And again, she's just glaring pure hatred at you, Charise.
I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna ask the Blackstaff. Can you guys fix a severed tongue? Right?
I think she's pretty far away.
Looks at you with a little bit of horror, but then the Blackstaff says, "Everybody, step away from her for a moment."
Fine.
So,
Okay, so you're doing that, Felia?
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, Gabe stepping away. Onarpos is like, yep, fuck, no. The rest of you?
Yep.
Okay, so as you all back away...
Blackstaff says something, you fucking do it.
The Blackstaff holds her staff up, and then she just puts 2 fingers to her lip and goes... Shh. And... Poor woman's rolling like balls all night. She starts muttering...
Oh.
No sounds coming out. The Blackstaff has rendered her mute.
Oh.
Okay.
Unfortunately, well, at least now she cannot kill herself.
That is
Yep.
pretty cool. I gotta learn that.
Civil Saldo, can your people get her to the guard house? Or the guard tower? The guard tower, because it used to belong to the city guard, is actually the head office for the city watch in the southern ward.
Get those notes down, Ren.
I know, right?
The keyboard is so loud.
So loud.
So Ren has a new microphone. We're sorting out some of the bugs.
Sorry,
But
I'm
clearly you can
I'm trying to
see-
keep it muted, but it
Charisse is not forgetting anything.
Well, I think that was a great day at work and we saved the town, and I'm very pleased with everyone. Nothing went
You
wrong
could-
here.
You could say that very easily because you were able to get drunk today. So I don't want to hear nothing from you.
I have no idea what you're on about. I would never be drunk at work. It would be a terrible thing to do, right, Miss Blackstaff person?
Of course.
Yep.
And you know, such a comment would possibly warrant further investigation had not possibly the entire southern quarter of the city been saved.
Exactly. If anything, it was a benefit,
Well,
Nixie.
Yeah.
Let us not dwell any further on the matter, shall we?
Understood.
Sure.
Yalden, as a young woman in sort of a silver and blue robes, appears in the alleyway, says, Civila, Watchman, I'm Sister Linwin, Riverdale of the House of the Moon. If you will spare me a moment, I'll save this woman for further questioning. And as she starts moving her hands around, you can feel healing magic, the warmth of her healing magic of Saloon as she pushes it out towards the prisoner.
I have a question.
Okay.
You said that it seemed like there were 2 deities butting heads, right?
Yours and
If-
potentially someone else's.
Right. If the phrase was essentially a magic cyanide pill of some sort, a self-killing spell, were there any holy symbols or anything on this person that we could make out?
Give me an observation, perception check.
Okay.
I turn to the Blackstaff and I kind of point at my illusion. Do you know what this is? This is what I was talking about earlier.
I pulled a 19 on the
Yep, thank
perception.
you. Okay, so as Gabe has sort of been pushing his thumb into the wound on her shoulder, you can see part of the front of her dress has been pushed to one side, and she has a very small, it almost looks like a birthmark, but it's like a dark purple, almost like a bruise with a black ring around the outside.
So does that click as being any sort of religious symbol in my head, or am I going to have to hit the books once we're
I'm
done?
gonna give me another religion check or a history check.
All right. Let me see which one I got. Religion is better by far.
24.
24.
You've seen this somewhere before in one of your books. It's a dark symbol.
Okay.
There's a sense of foreboding associated with, like, you can't quite place what it is. It's right there on the tip of your tongue, almost like you failed the DC by only 1 point. But it's like right there, man, you know?
But I know it's in a book somewhere, so I'll find it eventually.
It's bad.
Yeah. What's that guy's name? That fucking guy.
Yep.
Yo, he was in the thing with the stuff and the other guy. You know, with the face.
Yeah. At this point, Yolden sort of clears his throat as his patrol starts to arrive, and one of them's like, "Boss, backup patrols here. You want us to deal with this or the backup?" He's like, "No, you man, I trust you. Take her to the watchout. Do not let her speak." One of them's like, just grabs some foul-smelling cloth from his pocket and just jams it in her mouth. She looks fucking horrified, and then just starts tying a bit of cord around. And they knock on one of these doors here. And I was like, "City Watch, open up. Hey, is there a back door to this building?" Nice. And they just frog march straight through that building. Yolden looks at the rest like this. This was a good night's work. You go get some rest. Sibla Aberdeen, you will obviously need a report. I will report as well. I will try to get it in tomorrow. I will talk to Mayros, the Iron Shard. I think you will have a big day ahead of you tomorrow.
Bigger than this.
Oh man, we're already on OT.
Make sure you write down the big details tonight so you don't miss anything tomorrow. And we'll double check each other's reports, yada yada, all the stupid stuff.
Yolden gives you like it's a more casual sort of salute, like it's more a sign of respect to an equal than one of the more official respect to a superior.
I give him one of these. Don't trust them. Don't like them.
There's not an inferiority complex going on here, is there? No, not at all. And with that, you all advance to level 2.
And I could finally get a long rest and my spells back.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we do.
As you all head home for the night, some of you may head back to the barracks. There are beds and lockers available. It's more of a as-needed sort of thing. You get back finish your shift. You've done overtime. It's 3 in the morning, and you're like, I don't want to go home, and I'm just going to bunk in. Some of you are like, not sleeping with the plebs. You know, you can make your own call there.
I'm gonna head back to the barracks because I don't have a place to live.
All right.
I have a place to live, but I don't tell anybody. I don't want nobody coming over. Shit.
Me and Onarpos are neighbors, so we're gonna walk home together.
Mm-hmm. That, by the way, ends the first chapter of Waterdeep Law and Order.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
Round of applause for these amazing players and some
created by Dick Wolf.
The producer.
There's going to be a one-shot where you guys are going to go up against, like, dick wolves.
That's yes.
This could be a part of the campaign where we have to fight the Law and Order cast. Like Ice-T as like a fucking barbarian.
Dude, we can't take Stabler though.
God.
We can't do it.
Listen,
Look,
I
Sam
want to
Waterston
shoot your
hasn't been
arrow
returning my
at
calls,
me.
you know?
That'd be
Listen,
insane, dude.
I'm not interested in fighting any dick wolves unless they're dire dick wolves, and then we can talk.
Do these
You're only
dick
after the
wolves? Do
big
they
ones.
spit? Do they spit when they attack?
I'm here for big
Only
wolf.
if you're attacking with melee.
So
Big dick wolf energy.
Lego Lizard in the chat just asked, I thought this wasn't that kind of game, Dick Wolves. It can be a one shot, it can be like a semi-canonical, it's set in the same setting, but not entirely real, you know?
Hey, if I'm gonna
write that one.
if I'm gonna throw in on taking it from some dick wolves, I'm gonna want more than one shot.
Wolf.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Choking to death on Monster Energy was not how I planned on ending this day.
Here, I'll go with you, bud.
Perfect way to end the day.
Everything balanced like all things should be.
So I want to give a big shout out to everyone who joined us for this session. Seems like we're probably going to wrap this one up a little bit before the 2-hour mark. But we'll be kicking off next week with the beginning of Chapter 2.
And we got affiliate, which is really exciting.
We're affiliates, guys! That's amazing!
Yes.
It's crazy.
We leveled up. That's the most cool
Thank
thing.
you.
We leveled
We
up.
got affiliate.
I got magic. I'm going
The
to
characters leveled up, the stream leveled up.
Hell yeah.
We're planning some great rewards for subscribers, ways to possibly give maybe one of your favorite characters an edge, ways to influence the stream as it plays out. Keegan was in my inbox this morning with some amazing ideas that we're going to float with the group.
Do we want to roll hit points on stream for next level?
Oh, I'm down.
Only if people want to do that. And then I know you have a specific rule regarding rolling hit points.
Yes, so
Yeah.
you roll your hit points, but re-roll. If you roll a 1, you can re-roll.
Ooh.
Just one.
So
roll.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the campaign dice log on the main screen,
Oh,
and
God.
everybody can see you're rolling your hit points and know what's going on.
Okay.
Let's go.
I like it. I like
This is me, Chris Pratt.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what my hit die is. I think it's a D8 for clerics, right?
It
Yeah,
should tell you in D&D Beyond.
It should tell you in D&D Beyond,
it is a D8 for clerics. I know that. They're
and then you add your Constitution modifier or subtract a Constitution modifier. If you have a shit-ass Constitution, it is possible to die from leveling up.
really.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought your minimum increase was 1.
That's possible. I would prefer that. I just love the idea of somebody going, I am powerful, and then dropping dead.
That's like Elric of freaking what you call it, Michael Moorcock's creation. That guy that got so strong he died.
it. Yeah.
He just died.
It's like dying a roid rage.
I think there was a guy in one of the Bond movies from like the 90s who goes, I am invincible! And then just gets frozen solid by liquid nitrogen.
Nice.
Classic.
Did you want us to roll now, or
Yeah,
I can
let's
go
go ahead
first,
and roll now.
Nervous.
So we'll start with you, Sween,
All
because
right,
Donovan's not here. I'm just going to go down the list.
a D10. All right, guys. Let's hope. It's big money. No whammies. Nice. 8.
8. Okay, so that's 8 hit points. What's your Constitution modifier?
3. I gain 11. I'm at
11 hit points. Mwah. Okay, after Sween, I believe, is Jess.
Okay, I'm rolling a
You're a squishy
massive,
sorcerer.
massive D6.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 5.
Very nice. That's 5
So-
plus what?
I have 8 currently, so
What's your
whatever.
Constitution?
no, it automatically D&D Beyond adds your con as you level.
Okay, fair enough.
So you just need to add your rolled HP to your total.
Okay, Sween, make sure you didn't add that Constitution. Otherwise, you're getting double your con. Okay, after Jess is Jenna. As a rogue. Okay, you're not rolling a d20.
I don't know. I'm just hitting
Just
shit.
to be safe, like,
There's a
I got
practice.
19 hit points. What? A rogue, I believe, also rolls a d6.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh, a
about
D8.
right.
It's a D8.
Hmm.
So go to the dice icon in the lower left of your D&D Beyond screen.
Okay.
Click a D8. So it says 1D8, and then click roll.
Oh wait, hold on. It's going. How do I make it not go that? Hold on. I kept clicking it.
You can right click, I believe, to take away extra clicks. There you go.
3.
3.
Okay. So add 3 to that, and you'll get more of the.
We can go through.
Yeah, we'll make sure everything's legit through the week.
Yeah.
Keegan, you're up.
I actually don't have to because your boy is multi-classing into wizard.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I'm sitting at a fat 18, and I will probably be the weakest one in the party as we go on. So
okay, so
Wait,
multi-classing.
you have 18 hit points? How does that work?
I have +2 Constitution. I had 10 on my first level and 8 on my second.
Oh.
Okay, so multi-classing. Keegan just goes ahead and takes the max hit points for his first level of his new class. Ren, what's Charisse doing for us?
I'm gonna go ahead and go for the roll, and we'll see what happens. Not ideal, but
Not ideal.
better. All right, so that plus my Constitution. Constitution is +2, so I'm getting 5.
5. Okay, so go ahead and we'll go ahead and add that 3 to your hit points, and as Jess pointed out, D&D
My bad.
Beyond should handily add your Constitution modifier to it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how I go about leveling up.
So if you go into the builder, go to the class section, there's like a drop down for level.
Okay.
I
Okay.
hate to bring it to you, but I'm the strongest character in the world now. I'm a level 2 ranger. I can't be stopped.
Hey.
I can't be stopped. I can't be reasoned with either. You can't reason with me. You probably shouldn't try. I won't reason with you.
No
It just
sense.
won't happen.
Okay, level 2. Cleric? Yeah, okay.
Most importantly, I have all my bardic inspirations back. So
That is very true. For some
You can start handing out those finger guns again.
oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to when I get like my bard subclass, and there's like little extra bonuses for when you use them.
So, without giving away any spoilers, just to give you all a brief notion of what's coming up, next chapter, after a brief introduction, and it's going to be a little bit of investigation, and then we're going to take this group and we're going to throw them right in the deep end of the dirty muck of the Southern Ward, and we're going to really get into some of this homicide life on the streets sort of
My home
feel.
turf.
And we're really gonna put on display what Waterdeep is like for the have-nots.
Homicide was also created by Dick Wolf, wasn't it?
The man has a thing
The act of murdering.
for the police, you know.
The
I don't know. I'd
concept
need to
of
Google that, but
was created by Dick Wolf. Homicide concept. I love it. I'm here
Wolf.
for it.
Remember, it's Wolf with an E.
Wolfie.
okay. Also, one last announcement while I think of it. On Thursday nights, Freedom Land time, that's Friday mornings Pacific, we are going to be introducing Law and Disorder. And it's going to be just a bit more of a fun, chilled out hangout. We're going to play some, maybe some Among Us. There's the Jackbox Party Pack, because I've already spent the money on that years ago. Everyone just needs to show up with their phones to play. We'll get some Quiplash, among other things happening. If you've got any party games you want to see us play, feel free to drop them in chat or tag us in a tweet. And, you know, it might not be everyone each week. We'll have some guests coming and going, and it's just going to be a fun time hanging out. So if you want to hang with the group outside of D&D, Thursday nights, Friday mornings, the time to do that. Again, thank you everyone so much. 28 days old and we're already affiliates. We could not have done it without you guys. So I'm really grateful. Everyone's just thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Much appreciated.
And we will see you next time. And don't forget, all watchmen are bastards.